Jason English here with Ripple Effect Consulting. Today we wanted to cover a subject that's extremely important. It's extremely important to think about, and with the market as it is today, we wanted to cover this so that you know how to handle and if and when to accept counter offers. If you're not sure what a counter offer is when you resign with your current employer and your employer gives you reasons to stay with the company as it is. What I would like to say that's extremely important is that before you resign, before you have done anything, have you actually discussed and talked to your higher ups about you being unhappy, whether it's about pay, whether it's about opportunity, whether it's about responsibilities. I strongly encourage everybody out there that's considering resigning their company or their position in their company to have those discussions ahead of time. Now, if that has failed, here's some things that I would like to cover in regards to counteroffers. Quick statistic that Forbes magazine did in 2015 is an article about counteroffers. 80% of people who accept counteroffers leave that company in the next 6 months. 93% of people who accept counteroffers leave in the next 18 months. That's an extremely important statistic, and it shows that it's an uphill battle if you do decide to stay with your current employer. A couple of things that bosses will say to convince you to stay with their current employer are you're too valuable to the company. You can't desert your friends and your colleagues like this. It's a terrible time, we're in the middle of a project. The president and CEO wants to come down and meet you before you make this decision. Your boss might say these things so that you kind of reconsider it, and counteroffers come in many forms. Sometimes it's in the form of monetary. They might offer you more money. They might promise you a promotion, promise you more job responsibility, promise you that you'll be considered for promotions in the near future. So that's a lot of things that we see that people tend to stay with companies when their bosses tell them this. Another thing is that to think about what the boss might be thinking. When you go in and resign, the boss might be thinking things like, this couldn't happen at a worse time. I've already got one opening in my department, I can't have another. I don't want to pick up the slack of this person and have to do with this. This might be messing up vacation schedules. So that's a lot into the psychology of what bosses might be thinking during that time when you consider taking a counteroffer. So talking about reasons you might not want to accept a counteroffer, a big one is think about the reason you were even looking in the first place. A lot of people that tend to see what's out there, there's things that they're not happy with, and they've expressed it to their management, and management or the people around them aren't really listening. You're at the top end right now a lot of times at your current salary. So when you go make that move to the next company, you're going to start out usually at the floor and you work your way up from there, as opposed to being at the ceiling with your current employer. That's another one. Next time a promotion comes around and your company knows that you've been thinking about looking to see what's out there, there's a good chance you might get passed up for that promotion. When times get tough, if you've let your employer know you might be looking to see what's out there and they have to make budget cuts, they might look to let you go first because they already know you're 1 foot out the door. Also, something to think about is, where is that money coming from that they're going to give you to stay? It might be coming from the next raise that you're supposed to get. And why haven't you gotten these responsibilities and everything before you had to threaten to quit before that? So that's really important to think about when wondering if you should accept a counteroffer. So my 2 biggest takeaways that I would want you to have from this is, 1, make sure you've expressed internally with your company what it is that you are unhappy with. If you've expressed what you are unhappy with and nothing has changed, it really shouldn't take you threatening to leave to change it. And number 2 is that statistics are against you. Once again, 80% of people who accept counteroffers leave their employer in the next 6 months. 93% of those people leave in the next 18 months. So it's really important for you to sit back and think about, do I really want to stay in this position? Life is short. Get with the company that really respects you and puts you in line with your career paths and puts you on the professional path that you're looking for. I hope this helped. Feel free to comment below any topics you would like us to cover. Once again, this is Jason English with Ripple Effect Consulting. I appreciate you watching. Have a great day and good luck with the counteroffers.